Hello people of the internet, how's it doing? Now just bear with me for a second when I explain this. Ireland is known as the soldiers' country, or the soldiers' nation, sorry. Our national anthem's called the soldiers' song in English. Um, and I'm just saying to people, we have to show, a soldier's spirit at the moment of time. It's a very difficult situation, but soldiers, I suppose endure the unendurable, if that makes any sense. It is very hard. Like, a lot of people have been told to stay at home and not go out for unless it's essential stuff. And I say to people, it's very, very harsh. It is very harsh, especially as the boys in blue. But it is harsh. I'm not gonna lie to people. It is harsh. But it has to be done. It has to be done if we're serious about protecting people and we're serious about saving lives. We have to do this. And people in 20 years, in 40 years even, or even 100 years time from now, we look back on this day and look back on this, this year, and say, Ireland stood strong. Ireland lived up to its fighting spirit, of not persisting but just listening, and doing what's right. And people say, this is fake, this coronavirus, but I understand where they're coming from. Some people, to say that I can see some, some of them do raise good points about things. But it is true. The coronavirus it's not a hoax or anything like that. People say it's a hoax, but it's no hoax. Let me tell you, it's no hoax, because the government of Ireland and along with the rest of the world wouldn't be spending a huge amount of money, on equipment here, there, and everywhere. Like, even alone, I wouldn't even be talking. Like, if I honest to God, if I thought it was a hoax, I wouldn't be talking about it. And some people do think it's a hoax, but that's fine. People are entitled to their opinion. But I'm just saying to people, we have to show endurance at this time. We have to trust, obviously, the health professionals and everything. I don't trust, the Fine Gael government, to be honest, but I do support them at the moment in time. Because we can't just go against whoever's in charge at the moment in time, because I don't think it's pointless arguing with people now, because, it's time for action instead of arguing. So that's why I'm supporting them a bit. But I'm just saying to people, we have to be strong at this time, and that's the soldiers are strong. We have to endure, so much sacrifices, but in the end, we'll be saving lives. It is difficult, and thinking back to years ago, what our grandfathers, people before us, fought for. They were the true soldiers, obviously. And the true soldiers at the moment, and we have to admit it, the true heroes and the soldiers of era at the moment, we have to admit it straight away, it's the nurses and doctors in our hospitals who are working around the clock, 24 hours a day, putting themselves at risk. 506 healthcare workers, along with doctors and nurses, have the coronavirus in this country, and they're putting themselves in danger for other people. And that's very honourable, and that's very very kind. Not a word that's kind, but very noble. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm just saying to them, when I'm taking my hat off, I wish them all the best of recovery, and please God, they will recover. And the same with everybody else, please God, everybody else will recover. But in this coronavirus, it's a very evil virus, because it is, taking everything out of this world. And it's restricting everything. It's restricting everything of humanity. As you can see, it's the first time ever I remember going into a church. I went into a church this morning, actually. But then just to say a prayer or two. And the first time ever, I'm like, every time I go in, I have a habit of going into the holy water and just putting my hand, bless myself. And you can't do that now. And it goes back to what one of my carers when I was younger said. But the day they take the holy water out of the church, the devil got in. And that's why, and I think she was right. She is unfortunately deceased now, but I think she was right. Because definitely the devil's in this earth now, and it wants to make people. So I know it might sound rubbish, but I think it's true, because it's the first time I've seen no holy water and things like that. But I'm just saying to people, and this is I'm kind of got off topic a bit, sorry, but I'm just saying to people, endure for the moment in time what's happening. Don't be resistant or anything like that. There's no need to be fighting. I see some people even challenging the guards, when they stop them. There's no need to do that. God knows there's no need to do that. We're just out to save lives. We're just trying to do our jobs. like that's the goal. They're trying to save lives. We don't want anybody to suffer. We don't want anybody else to suffer. There's enough suffering already in the world without us having to enforce strict punishments or anything like that. So please, if you don't need to go out, stay at home. You know, like as I said, our grandfathers, went through so much, like imprisonment. Like I can't even tell you how many. So just like even in Northern Ireland, the people, the hunger strikers. Like I don't even have to explain how much suffering they went through. So we have to endure that, I suppose, for a while, and I just say to people, we have to, take it in our stride, if you say, and keep up, the positivity, and keep up the motivation of, the fight in Irish, and we should get there in the end. And anyway, this coronavirus, please God, we get a vaccine, or we get something for it, that will solve it, and obviously we can move on then for tomorrow or whenever it comes. But I'm just saying to people, until then, be strong, be safe, take the advice. I'm not a doctor, I might just say straight, I'm not a doctor, I'm not anything in the Department of Health. I don't have much knowledge in the Department of Health. I know first aid, that's about all I know in medical. I know how to do with patch wounds and everything like that, but I'm not, a medical doctor. We just have to follow the advice of the people who, have studied this and obviously know what they're talking about. Like I'm just going by the advice of the health authorities, and I'm not going really by the government. I'm going by the health authorities. So yeah, please stay safe out there and take care, and bye.